Oh, I was counting down. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Team Talk. I'm your host, Wes.
And I'm your co-host, Russ.
And before I go on any long monologue today about the fights that are coming up this weekend, I must speak about the occurrence that happened last Saturday. In New
Yeah.
Jersey, there's a stadium where fights were taking place, and at around 11 ish, somewhere around midnight, a bald eagle, I heard it all the way from down in Tennessee. I heard it screeching as it flew over the stadium, and it screeched at the same time that Bruce Buffer said, and no! And Toby Keith started playing uh, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue from the Heavens. You could hear that too in New Jersey, from what I've heard. Um, America is back in order. Order has now been restored to the middleweight division again. Gas prices went down too because of that. I swear, did I not say gas prices were going to go down whenever Sean Strickland won? And gas prices went down, not by much, but by a little bit. And he's the people's champ. He's the American champ. And I don't want to hear not a damn word from anybody saying that that was rigged. I don't want to hear anybody saying that, oh, he didn't win because Chimaev had not. I don't care what Chimaev had. Chimaev had every chance in the world to win, and he didn't. That's what he had. That's what he had. And Sean Strickland took the belt home. Sean Strickland took the belt home.
Yeah.
And now what does he get? Now what does he get? He looks and says, I'm going to be a mature one and say, hey, maybe I went a little too far with my rhetoric when I was talking bad about you. Still hate your guts. Maybe I went a little too far. Just want to sell the fight. Fine, great. It teaches the young audience that when two people fight each other, that's it. After that, who cares? No big deal. No reason keeping going on after that. But it's like the meme, you know. Sean Strickland says, "Hey, I have no hard feelings," and then Chimaev says, "I have no hard feelings either, brother." And then Ariel Helwani has to put his big, greasy, Hasidic nose right in front of him and say, I kind of feel like you forgot about somebody. Did you forget to ask me how I feel about this? What about the fact that you hate each other? That's not how it's supposed to be. You said all these things about him. But what do you mean? What do you mean you're going to be nice to each other after 25 minutes of beating the dog piss out of one another? What do you mean? I can't do that. Don't you see how this hurts me? And how dare you people say that I'm the type of person that wants to see a Muslim guy and an American guy go to war endlessly? How horrible I go. Um, and Ariel Helwani is, like Sean Strickland said, a leech on the company. He is a parasite, which obviously that's kind of how it works. And Ariel Helwani, um, if you'd like to come on our show and debate us about us calling you a big piece of crap, please, by all means. Yeah, I'll tell you right to your face. You know what? There's another person that there's one person that we all know that I would fight, but we're gonna wait for our call out for sponsorship for me to say that. But Russell, you know who else I would definitely fight?
Oh,
You know who I would go all 5 rounds with?
What?
Ariel Helwani. Ariel Helwani, if you can hear this right now, I want to fight you in our UFC match. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Heck, maybe that's more likely to get set up than the
Yeah,
John
that's
Jones
what.
one for sure.
Dana White, if you see this, please help us.
People,
Ariel Helwani, me and
share
you. You gain a
share
little
our
bit.
channels. Share this.
Yeah, you gain a little bit of weight, and I'll drop some, and we'll get in the ring. Yeah,
And I'll be there.
I don't even care to get paid. Like I want it. Yeah, give it to me, hoss.
Be careful what you say.
Yeah, watch him go to Dagestan.
Be careful what you say about money either. Like, oh, cool, you'll do it for $100. Ah, great. We'll fly you out to Vegas, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe you'll fly yourself to Vegas. You got to pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
How much? Know what? He's not going to do it for free, folks. It's got to be on the line money. How much money? Since you when you
No,
first starting,
you know
how much
what?
did you get? The
You got a
simple
point. I want at least 10K. It's nothing to Ariel Helwani.
10K, 10K
Yeah,
lose.
10K to show and 10K to win.
Same thing for Ariel.
Yeah,
He gets the same thing.
like call Netanyahu, get him to fund it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's that for my rant on how American. Oh, we started a USA chant after the win, and some people joined in on the chant. If you joined in on the chant with us this last weekend at the Millers, and you're watching, thank you, Russell. How did you feel when it happened? What were you thinking? What was the process going through your
so,
mind?
um, so here, I'll explain this first. So, like watching the fight, obviously the first round, I was just like, oh man, it's gonna happen again, you know. Second round though, when he was on top of Cosmot, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a fight, right? Now I'm not gonna go through all the rounds, but when Strickland did that, that's when I was like, okay, he's not gonna go down easy. And I was sitting there the whole time like this, like I was like, come on, man, please don't get submitted, please don't get taken down too much. Like I'm just sitting there like, and then Bruce Buffer comes along, and we're just sitting there, just like anybody else, going, come on, say new, say new. And as soon as he said new, fucking bam! I mean, just smacked the table, yelled loud, high fived. I mean, I was so happy
And
that
covered in
Sean
tea.
Strickland brought the UFC middleweight title not only back to himself, but back to America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he
What
deserves it.
What would you have scored that fight? Not necessarily like a
I
technical score, but
I can't. No.
did did you think it was extremely close to?
I thought it was a little close, but not. I wouldn't say that. I mean, because Sean Strickland landed a lot of strikes,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't get taken down as much. So I mean, I agree with the score
I
of
think
Strickland
that
winning.
I think the way they scored it too is Sean Strickland held more cage control. I guess like
Yeah.
whenever Hamzat took him down, he did no damage.
Hmm.
He was just taking him down and wrestling him, and he couldn't get his hooks in to get a choke. There was no chokes, no submission
Which was the
attempts.
plan.
Yeah,
Apparently, in the commentary, it says that's
yeah,
the plan. Just fight the hands.
yep. And when it came right down to it, yeah, Sean Strickland had a broken nose, but he always breaks his nose. That's a given, you
Yeah.
know. The judges know that. It's nothing for him to break his nose. It's been broken before, so it's like okay, whatever, right? But Hamzat got pieced up on the feet, and he was no match for simply a jab. Like he
Hmm.
got jabbed to death the entire time. And why he got jabbed like that so much? Did you know? Do you know why?
Why?
Sean Strickland had a hurt shoulder.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah, tore something in his shoulder like a few days before the fight and said, "No, I'm not pulling out of this."
Nope. He
Yep.
beat you with a shoulder injury. I don't want to hear anything now.
And I think that the trajectory of Khamzat Chimaev's career, especially that he's going up in weight class, I think he's going to have a very hard time in the middleweight division.
Light heavyweight.
Yes. In the light heavyweight division, he's going to have a very difficult time because he's going to have to go against people like Yuri Prohaska, people like Khalil Roundtree, people
Carlos
like
Olberg when he's
Kolos
back.
Olberg. Um,
Muhammad Ankalaev.
I think that would be that. You know what? Surprisingly enough, is like it just sounds. I know that it would sound boring to the average person, but Ankalaev and Chimaev would be a great matchup. I think that will be a fight to see, and I think Ankalaev would tear him up.
Mm.
Yeah, because Ankalaev would do the same thing to him that Strickland did, but there'd be a lot more kicking involved. Yep, because Ankalaev is baseline a wrestler too. Like he's from Dagestan. In Dagestan, it's illegal to not know how to wrestle. Did you know that, Russ? Yep, it's illegal. If you don't know how to wrestle, they shoot you in the back of the head.
Mm.
Yep. Nah, I don't know. But like I don't like against Ankalaev, Chimaev is not a threat for the wrestling game, I don't believe. Because the thing about Chimaev is he's just ran through people with wrestling. And he's never actually had to face somebody that had good wrestling and wasn't out of their prime, in my opinion, that I've seen. I mean, he did Usman, but again, Usman's like not in his prime anymore. He's
Yeah.
older. Strickland, funny enough, is getting older. Like he's like what 36.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I mean he's getting on up there.
Yep.
Something about Strickland when it's just insurmountable odds. When he's an underdog, he wins. I think that's just how it works for him. Um, but who do you think is next for Strickland?
I like the Imavov 2 thing. That's
Mm.
I like that.
Um, Now Strickland's never successfully defended a belt.
Successfully, yeah.
I think he will against Imavov. But then there is the threat of Islam Makhachev going for 3 belts. I think that will be something to do. Um, but I also think that he might not do that. He might say, you know what? You embarrassed Shemaev so much. I like you too much to do that to you.
No, I don't know about that.
Do the Khabib people not like Shemaev? They don't like Shemaev.
No.
I think they had
You're the
some
one
kind
that
of
know
falling
that more
out.
than me.
Yeah.
But
Now, assuming
holy shit.
just a hypothetical here, both in their prime. What weight class was Khabib?
Lightweight.
Lightweight. Assuming they're both the same weight,
Khabib.
Khabib beats Shemaev.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He wrestles
Khabib.
bears, man.
Yeah, you got a point. Dude, did you see what Khabib said
No.
about Chimaev? He was like, yeah, basically saying, yeah, like I'm happy you lost because you said you was gonna beat my record. I knew you never would.
Hmm.
You're not gonna be the next Khabib. But anyways, as always, I'll do the honors and say, once again, Russell, take it away.
Thank you, Wes. So, beginning. Now, there's one fight on here I decided not to go with because they're both minuses. So I don't care for it. But first fight, bantamweight bout, United States versus Albania. Timmy Kuamba or Kwamba. 10-5 or 10-3, sorry. 5 knockouts, 1 first round finish, won his last 2 fights by unanimous decision and a knockout TKO. And that's it I have for him. And going up against Bernardo Spoja. 12-3, 7 knockouts, 3 submissions, 7 first round finishes, won his last fight by unanimous decision and lost the fight before that by knockout TKO. I'm choosing Bernardo. He's a minus 142. The other guy is a plus 120. Next fight, light heavyweight bout. Lithuania versus Brazil. Now, the guy from Lithuania is Modestas Bukauskas. That's what I'm going to say.
Modestas Pacostas, yeah.
Yep.
I've heard that name before.
19-7, 11 knockouts, 3 submissions, 8 first round finishes. He lost his last fight by a knockout TKO and won the fight before that knockout TKO. He's fought Khalil Roundtree and lost to a knockout TKO in round 2. Going up against Brazil's Rudolfo Bellato. 13-3 and 1. 8 knockouts, 4 submissions, 9 first round finishes. Won his last fight by a round 1 knockout TKO and lost fight before that round 3 decision. I am choosing
Rodolfo.
Wait, hold on a second now. Folks, never mind about Rodolfo because I'm looking at my draft thing and it's Christian Edwards now. So there's a guy named Christian Edwards. He's a plus 260, and the guy that I'm choosing is Modestas. He's minus 325. So I'm just going to go with that. Don't know much about the Christian guy. And real quick, actually, just for you all. Might as well, right? Might as well do it here. Because I'm going to look this up real fast so I know who this dude is. He's from the United States. He's 8-4, 4 knockouts, 2 submissions, 4 first-round finishes. That is it for his history. I'm still going with Modestas. That's what I'm choosing. Next fight is Malcolm Wellmaker versus Juan Diaz. United States versus Peru, bantamweight bout. Malcolm Wellmaker's 10-1, 6 knockouts, 2 submissions, 6 first-round finishes. He lost his last fight by unanimous decision and 1 fight before that, round 1 knockout TKO. And that's pretty much it I got for him. And then Juan Diaz is 1-0. That's it. That's all I know. That's all he gave me.
I like Wellmaker.
He's going to win.
He's going to win. And you know who he is?
Hmm.
Did you ever hear a story?
No. I don't get those things that pop up.
He was a welder. And he made money welding. And welders make a lot of money. Like, I'm talking like, not like a factory, but like welding pipes together and stuff, like the hard blue collar stuff. They make, I'd say maybe 150 a year, up to 200, I guess.
Something like that.
Good money. And everybody's like, oh, why would you quit your welding job to do UFC? And that gets paid. Like, I'm sure he probably had a ton of money from welding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably lived, kind of roughed it, you know what I mean? And whenever he got into UFC, and got a few fights in and got a good bonus or whatever, he was like, all right, this is it. And he went back to work, and his last day on the job, everybody was like, it was a big thing, and he was like, hey, like, You try being a welder and training for MMA, dude. Like, what could you imagine? There ain't no way. But the fact that he did that and ended up being able to train for, the UFC, that's just that shows a whole lot of grit and hard work. And he is a good representation of the working man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's what I like about him. But one thing about the fight the before this, the Wellmaker fight, that I will say, who was the guy before you? The fighter got changed out, right?
Yeah. Christian Edwards.
Yeah. One thing to watch on things like that, it could be Christian Edwards winning. You never know because Barajo, what's the Bellotto? What was
Modestus.
Badestis? Yeah, I don't know why I said Barajo. Badestis may have spent all that time training for what he thought was going to be a fight against someone who isn't who he's fighting. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So yeah, think about that when you
Yeah,
decide
I
to
want to give the viewers that piece of knowledge because it might be something to do your own research on and look into,
which
or to possibly skip over.
and I will get into that actually in a second. Also, Wellmaker is a minus 278 and Diaz is a plus 225.
Mm.
Now, before I go into our co-main event and main event here, I just want to let you all know that we get all of our information from UFC.com and DraftKings.
Where the crown is yours, and I'll fight John Jones.
He will.
I will fight John Jones in a championship match.
And we're
No,
not sponsored.
a number one contenders match to see who's number one contender. And he is still ducking me. I've been calling him out for a very long time now. John Jones, if you see this, we need to fight. And if you're seeing this now, send this to John Jones. Clip this and send it to John Jones. I want to fight John Jones in a UFC number one contenders match to see who can go up and get the belt from Alex Ferreira. I mean, that's just how it's got to be.
Tom Aspinoff, actually.
Yep.
Technically, he's the
Well,
champion still. Oh, you know what? Yeah. The winner of the Aspinoff versus Pereira. Yeah, we are predicting now Pereira's winning. Pereira and
yeah,
Aspinoff match, the number one
yeah,
contender for that spot. Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. Our next fight is the co-main event. Is a featherweight bout. We got South Korea versus Brazil. Duho Cho, 16-4, 13 knockouts, 1 submission, 8 first round finishes. Won his last 2 fights by round 3 knockout TKO, round 2 knockout TKO. He's fought Jeremy Stevens. He lost to Jeremy Stevens to a round 2 knockout TKO, and Cub Swanson, they lost to him to a round 3 decision. Going up against Daniel Santos, 14-2, 7 knockouts, 2 submissions, 3 first round finishes. He won his last 2 fights by a round 2 knockout TKO and a unanimous decision. I'm going with Daniel Santos. He's a minus 170, and Duho is a plus 142. Now, for the main event is a featherweight bout, and also before I say the main event, it is at the Meta Apex Las Vegas, United States. England versus Brazil. Arnold Allen, 20-4, 7 knockouts, 4 submissions, 4 first round finishes. He lost his last fight by unanimous decision and won the fight before that by unanimous decision. He's fought Jean Silva and lost to unanimous decision. He's fought Iloev to a round 3 unanimous decision, lost to him. Lost to Max Holloway. Yep. Lost to Max Holloway to a unanimous decision, lost, and then beat Dan Hooker by knockout TKO round 1. Going up against Melquizael Costa, 26-7, 8 knockouts, 8 submissions, 11 first round finishes, won his last 2 fights, both round 1 knockouts. Both round 1 knockouts. He's fought Dan Ig. That's one of his round 1 knockouts, but I'm going to choose Costa. He's a plus 105, and Arnold Allen's a minus 125, but I'm choosing Costa for this one.
Hey, whatever happened to Dan Hooker? You don't hear anything out of him anymore.
You don't hear anything about a lot of guys anymore.
Yeah.
Like John Jones ducking this guy named Wes.
Yep.
Now if you choose these picks, you get $98 for $10. Now, what Wes said earlier with the whole Christian Edwards one. We're going to change that real quick just to see what the odds are. So if we change it to Christian Edwards right now and you keep those picks and you decide to choose Edwards, you get $271. Right? Now, if you want to go with Edwards and you want to go with Juan Diaz, because Juan Diaz is like 1-0, he's very new. But if you just want to go with them two and not anybody else, you get $117. Just if you want to go with two guys that are two pluses. I mean, it happens. But yeah, that is it for my picks for UFC Fight Night Allen versus Costa.
I think that two-legger there, that grown man with legs walking, two-legger, you know.
But Diaz ain't going to beat Wellmaker.
What if he did?
It's
Like,
possible,
it'd be
man.
worth just throwing $5 on to see.
I
like,
mean, dude,
what if?
it's possible. I mean, people didn't think Sean Strickland was going to win, and people also didn't think I think wow, I don't even remember the flyweight champion was going to win.
Dude, that was a very, very good fight too, and we got
And
to
that
shine some
shows
light on that one.
that shows us something, that this champion is the real deal. He defended his belt
Yep,
successfully.
he defended his
And
belt.
dude, oh, by the way, the comment he made, "Let's run it back." You
What's
didn't even
Turner
do
run
anything,
back?
dude. What
Now
it,
I will say,
you saw Alexandre go like this. Like he was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
now I honestly think maybe he said that because he knew it was funny too. Like
Maybe.
that sounds like something I would say. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like I would say that just because I think it's hilarious. But I didn't like Joshua Van.
That's his name.
Huh?
That's his name. I couldn't figure out his
Yeah.
name.
I wasn't rooting for Joshua Van. I wasn't a huge fan of him until his post-fight speech. And you know what the first thing he said? Uh, the first thing of importance that he talked about when they gave him the microphone?
What's that?
He said, "I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ."
Yeah.
And you know, gave glory to God. And at that moment, I was like, you know what? I like him being champion. I hope he does beat Pantoja. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be actually,
I mean, I like
that'd be
that.
really
I
cool.
like having Christian champions. You know what I mean? Because Christ is king,
Yes.
and I did not expect him to win.
Nope.
Not at all.
I was not expecting that at all.
Mm-mm. But yeah, the two underdogs. I think that'd be crazy. Because what if this guy that's just 1-0? What if he's like super good? You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he could be. I mean, that's why if you want to throw $5 on there, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it works. Might as well,
Yeah,
right?
putting him up against a Wellmaker too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes. Money.
Do you have anything else?
I think this Saturday I'm going to sit at my house, eat pizza, and watch this on the TV. Let's sit here and watch. It's going to be a time.
Ooh,
Yeah,
heck yeah, do it.
it will. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Teep Talk. I have been your host, Wes,
And I have been your co-host, Russ.
and we will see you.
Ah,
Oh, oh,
share it.
oh!
Share it.
Share this. Show this to
He's got a
You know
thing
what?
on it.
Since we were talking about weld makers, share this with somebody you know in the welding industry or any like hard blue collar work. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Send this to your cousin working on the oil rig and say, "Hey, man, you want to make a few extra bucks so you can buy them energy drinks from Marlboro Reds." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go watch some Teep Talk.
Teep Talk.
Yeah,
Share this with your local gas station attendant.
yeah,
Locals, actually, specifically Speedway.
yeah.
When you go in there and you buy yourself, a snack, maybe a beer, maybe some dogs.
Roller
You
dog.
just should go up there and be like, "Hey, man, I want these dogs here and this Bapples."
or
And reason why,
or a limited edition, one of three Coors Banquet.
and when you see that, you just say, "Hey, Teep Talk is
That's
what
how I
brought
have
me
the
here."
money to buy this.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But that concludes this episode of Teep Talk. I have been your host, Wes,
Co-host Russ
and we'll see you in the
on the
next one.
next one.